Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, Coach Kids Just Life Solutions. So I want to have a quick talk because it's something just came across my screen, and I was like, you know what, I'm supposed to Google this and I'm supposed to see if it's true. So this what I seen, and I don't be in people's business, but when it comes across my screen, I'm like, oh my god, look at this. Look. Oh, let me put it on here because I want to be on here this time. So it says, see, this what it says on here, but I googled it. Say that it says congratulations, Patti LaBelle and her and 30-year-old boyfriend finally announced, and it won't let me click on her, but 30-year-old. So I'm like, that man ain't no 30 years old. I know he look young, but he ain't no 30 years old. So I googled it. Let me go. Where am I supposed to replace it at? So I googled it and I see if that's true. Like, ooh, that is really old. So so Google says Patti LaBelle boyfriend Eric Seats is 46 years old. So I say you can't believe everything the internet says. And she's 81. I didn't even know she's 81. She actually good to be 81. But I guess that's what if that's where she wanna live. Like, hey, I guess she living her best life if that's how she wanna you know, you can't say what people do. But 81 years old and your boyfriend 46. Hey, you know, it is what it is. But if I just that's what I do. I be googling different stuff because Facebook be saying different stuff like "Yes, if he's 46, he's not 30. Say 30 on there. See, that's why I say you can't never ever just say, okay, well, I'm gonna go by this. That's why I tell you, like when you read scriptures and stuff like that. Let me go back to Facebook. When you read scriptures and stuff like that, and people be saying, okay, well, this is what it say, this is what it mean. But always remember that you got to look over your word. That's just like if you think that it's just that easy in life, then it just make it that easy. Okay, I guess it's just more being in tune with things. Why are they clicking on? What is this? Oh, well, I was like 30 years old. 30 years old? He ain't 30 years old. Don't worry about that. But oh. So I have said once before, what I say, what is a what is a proper age rate? Like okay, this is a cutoff point. Everybody different. Everybody's different. So you just can't say. So this what I did. Cause my number is 37, 37 and up, right? 37 and up. So this how I did mine. 37 and up. 37 and up. So if it's 37 and up, then I took the three, weird that stuff. I took the three. I'm gonna have to Google it again, but I got it on paper. I took the three and I said, what was the three mean? So creativity, well, often associated with creativity, spiritual awareness and encouragement to trust in your intuition and talents. Okay, so that's what the three mean. So I did the three, and then so I put in the seven. I put in a seven. I want you guys to do this too. It might be some weird stuff that I be doing, but it's so I put in the seven. And the seven means a sign of good fortune, spiritual awakening, and connection of the divine. Okay. So that's what the seven means. So then I went back and I said, you know what, let's do the whole number. Go back. Let's do the whole number and see what that means. Come on, computer. Okay. Signifies uh uh a positive and abundant time. Okay. So that's what 37 means. So I took that all together and I said, you know what? Wait a minute, hold on. And 37, using your gift to improve your life. Say it again. 37, using your gifts to improve your life, being a servant, a service to others with wisdom, achieving your goals through hard work, and receiving a sign from your angels that you're on the right path. So that's what I did with the what's called it. So if my partner is 37, then I combined all that together and I said, you know what, 37 is the right age. So if that's 37, so that gives us 6 years apart. That's not bad. Okay. But that's the age of start at 37. 37. Okay. So, some people have like, 19 is grown. 19 is grown. 19 is a child. 20 a child. 21 a child. Those are kids. They still need to experience life. They haven't experienced life, why be with them? They still haven't experienced life. You have to understand, like, just things that you things that you just think in your mind. Like, have this person experienced life? You haven't even gave them a chance to experience life. 19, 18, I don't care because you're grown. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All that they at their prime stage. They going through the ups and downs. They trying to figure out what they want out of life. This is not the time to be with nobody this age. Nobody this age. Like, absolutely nobody this age. Nobody. For real. Nobody this age. Like, all that that's they living in their prime years. So of course, if you're gonna get with them and say I'm 43. I'm 43. If I get with somebody that's 18 years old, they haven't even figured out on their own path. They haven't even made no experience. They haven't even did anything in life. So of course they're gonna cheat on you. See, that's why I say your actions have to line up with what you want out of life. Because if you get with somebody that age, they're gonna cheat on you and do all this and do all that. But you take the steps to go towards that person and you want to be with that person. Oh, because I love that person. I don't care if that person that age and this and that. Well, you letting your feelings get in the way of a child. This child. That's a child. What child gonna do for you? Oh, they 18, they grown. Shut up. Shut up with all that. Shut up. Shut up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it because you got to let them grow up. They got to figure out what they want out of life. They got to understand this is life. So when they parent when they leave the nest, when they leave the nest, you don't know if this they're gonna get wild, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. You don't know. It's just different strokes for different folks. So therefore, at that age, and you talking about dating now, no wonder y'all be living in a toxic relationship. With some people for real, because that's toxic. I had my share of like young people trying to be with young people, trying to be with somebody 18, 19, 20. That don't work. Cause sometimes you're gonna when you with that person, they're gonna mirror you. Oh, oh, if you don't say it again. When you with that person at that age, they're gonna mirror you. When I'm okay, what are you saying? When I say that they're gonna mirror you and like me, just say for instance, you get with somebody that age. I know I was a whore. Listen, I know I was a whore once upon a time in my life. And so sometimes they gonna hit that curveball. They're gonna hit that curveball. And you know what they're gonna start being? A whore. Because you know what? They're gonna start they're gonna because you're gonna give them a history of your past. You're gonna give them a history of your past. And once you give them that history of your past, they're gonna be thinking that you're doing something. So it's gonna throw them for a curveball. It's gonna throw them for a curveball. And then they're gonna start end up a hoe like you. Or a whore like you used to be. So you have to understand that these ages is not time for that. Let them experience life. People be 60 years old. Oh, they 18, they grown. Man, shut up. Shut up. Cause that stuff's stupid. Shut up. I need you to shut up. For real. Because that's not grown. That's not grown yet. They still at their prime time years. It's time for them to finish school, go to college and do something with themselves instead of you trying to trap them in a relationship. Because they don't want to be in a relationship with your old ass. I'm just being real. I'm being real. They don't. They don't. A lot of times, a lot of people this age don't want to be in a relationship with them with an old ass motherfucker. I know I'm old. They gonna be looking at me like school. This don't call me school. Call me Mister Boss. No, no, but no, don't do it. I'm just telling you, just for real. Don't do it. Let them grow up. Cause then when you get cheated on, and then they just gonna think that you there. Cause listen, I was their age. I was 18. I was 19 before. So at an older person age, when you with an older person, you know what you're gonna start thinking them they that's my sugar daddy. You gonna be talking about that's my sugar daddy. That's my sugar daddy. That's my sugar. That's my whatever you call it, sugar mama. That's what they're gonna be saying to you. So you got to think. You got to think what you're doing in life. Oh, that's my sugar daddy. I used to tell them that all the time. Child, that's my sugar daddy. He there just to he there just to whatever, take me shopping, whatever. That's my sugar daddy. I did, and still was cheating. But this is supposed to be who I was in a relationship with. But I was in a relationship with them. They was in a relationship with me. I just know I was a whore, and I want listen. This story time. I knew I was a whore, so them sponsoring me, getting money from them, and I still had somebody on the side. That's what is that called? That's a whore, right? I'm 18, 19. I'm not ready to be with your old self. So if you put yourself in that position of these people ages, think about when you was young. Think about when you was young and you want to date somebody like that. But everybody not the same. Everybody not the same. But I tell you this, and I tell you this, and I tell you this, and I tell you this. Everybody not the same. But eventually they're gonna get tired of the same stuff. They're gonna eventually get tired of the same stuff. Because you more settled. Because you done been through life. You done been through ups and downs. You done had your experiences in life. You done did all this and you did all that. But you're trying to control this youngin' to be in a position that you in. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So when you start thinking like how you was as a child, because these kids still, if you start thinking about how you was as a child, and you didn't want to be held down, locked down, because you want to do what you want to do. Think about them when you decide that you want to be in a relationship with them. Hmm. Think about that. Think about that. Because I had to sit there and think. When I just seen that post, that just made me want to get up on here and say, because, like, that's okay, I guess. They 51 years apart. I mean, to each his own. To each his own. I'm already on here. To to each his own. Like 51 years apart. Mm. I mean, like, I mean, that's what people. Mhm. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. For real, because like at that age, it's just crazy how people think. So you just gotta know those are kids, kid age. If you want to be stuck with a child and raising somebody else's child when they parents already raised them, now it's time for them to explore the world, go to college, do this and do that. But sometimes you stop them from doing that because they want to be so grown, and then they jump in a relationship with, just say, our old ass. Just being real, our old ass. They want to jump in a relationship with our old ass, and it stop them from experiencing life and having a life that they desire. Because our old ass want to trap them into something that you already know that it's not going to work. So sometimes you got to think about what you do.